welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week on a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff, and I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And today, as you can see, I have some makeup behind me. I'm gonna test out my bridesmaids look for my friend's wedding. So I am doing my own makeup for my friend's wedding. It's just easier for me that way. I know it looks good on my skin and what works for my skin because I do have such sensitive skin. So it's just a personal choice. My friend didn't really care. I actually did my own makeup on my own wedding day. So yeah, I'm not by any means a makeup artist, but I know what works for my skin and what looks good. And I know what looks good like in pictures and stuff since I am a photographer. So I feel pretty confident in what I'm going to do. But I figured I would just test it out today and see what kind of it looks like and stuff like that. And I figured I would film it for you and give you a sneak peek of my makeup look that I'm gonna do. This would be a great look if you have any sort of big event or if you're getting married yourself. I'm gonna kind of do a really soft pink brown smoky eye. It's gonna be a little bit less intense than my army ball look, so I'll leave that video up above and down below if you're curious about that one. That one's a little bit more smoky. I'm not gonna go quite as deep for this one because it is an outdoor wedding in June in Raleigh. And I feel like weddings, I don't wanna go super intense. I want my eyes to look nice and big and open. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna actually start with my eyes and I'm gonna kind of fast forward. Oh, you know what? I forgot a mirror. That's unhelpful. I'll just use the little mirrors I have. I'm gonna start with my eyes and I'm gonna fast forward through it. I'm not gonna talk super much through the eyes. You've seen me do very similar looks like this before. If you want a more in-depth one, definitely go to my army ball video. That's a little bit more of an in-depth video about me doing my eyes. So I'll kind of show you what I'm using and stuff as I go, but I'm not gonna like go into any details. So there you go. And then I will come back, obviously, and I'll talk a little bit more through my face products and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna start by priming my eyes and let's get going. So that's all I'm gonna do the eyes for now. Just really simple. I love this new, I just got this STILA, this is the, what is it? The Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And this is the shade Kitten Karma. Oh my God, I love that. It's so pretty. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do on the upper lid for now. I'm gonna move on to my face. I'm just gonna kind of don't know why I keep closing that mirror. I need it because I did not bring another mirror out with me. I'm just gonna kind of do a little wipe. I don't think I have very much fallout, but. All right, and then I'm going to go on to prime my face. So I'm gonna use my two normal primers, the POREFESSIONAL and my First Light priming filter. I'm just gonna kind of do what I normally do. I'm like trying to use up this last little like mini size. There's like not super much left. And it's like a struggle. Okay. My face is kind of dry today, so I'm just gonna kind of put it, really focus it today. Normally I wouldn't be super worried about focusing it too much, but I don't know, my skin's been like really dry the past few days. I don't know what it is, but I bought a new serum to try. Hopefully that helps. All right, then I'm gonna use a little bit of my BECCA. Also, sorry I'm out in my family room, if that bothers anybody. It's because my room where I normally film is a big mess and I did not feel like cleaning it. That room's also our guest bedroom. If you've seen any of my clean with me's, you would know that, but yeah, I just did not feel like cleaning it today, so. Whew, now my foot's asleep too because I'm sitting on the floor. All right, so the foundation I'm gonna use today is a more full coverage foundation, but I figured it would be good for a wedding, and it's also gonna be good because it is gonna be really hot in Raleigh, so I'm not too worried about it being more matte than I prefer. I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. This is the shade Y225. Hopefully this isn't too light, but I'm gonna bronze up the skin too, so I'm just gonna kind of draw a few stripes. I'm gonna take it down my neck as well. And then I'm gonna use a little dirty, so I'm gonna actually just clean this off really quick. And I'm just gonna use kind of a soft dome brush sort of thing to blend. Just start blending this in. Once it's kind of blended in, I'm gonna go in with my sponge to really get it blended in. I just find with stick foundations, it's much easier to start the blending process with a brush. And I went in with a light layer at first just because I don't want it to look too heavy. In pictures it's not that big of a deal because normally you're far enough away that you can't really tell, but I also want to look good like in person too, so you gotta find that line. This has really good coverage though, like it looks pretty good. Oh, man, my skin is so dry. Actually, that one layer looks pretty good. I'm just gonna add a little, actually I'm just gonna stick with that for now just because, like I said, my skin is so dry today that I don't wanna make it like exaggerated or anything. All right, so the next step is I'm gonna put on some concealer. I'm actually gonna use a pot concealer first. This is a dark circle corrector from NYX. I'm just gonna kind of warm it up with my finger and just go under the eye a little bit and on my mustache. Because yes, I'm a woman, but yes, I also get hair under my lip. A lot of people do, nothing to be weird about. I shave mine off, but you know, and it's not super full or anything, but I do get a little hair under there, it's normal. So just those little areas, just to brighten those up. This is just kind of like a light salmon-y pink color, so it'll help correct those things. I don't do this all the time, just when I feel like I really need it. This NYX concealer isn't my favorite, so I do just a real light layer. Nothing crazy. Like I said, just to help start with that concealing process. All right, and then the next concealer is my favorite. You guys already know, my Maybelline Age Rewind. This is my favorite. I'm gonna take that under the eyes again. A little bit over here along my chin. My skin actually looks pretty good. I just did a video about my 60-day skincare trial. If you haven't seen that, I will leave that up in the corner and down below if you're curious. Yeah, my skin's looking pretty good lately, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna use my sponge on my face and then go in with my finger underneath my eyes to start, and then go from there. And then I'm just gonna use my finger under my eyes just to warm it up a little bit with my skin. Like a hair stuck to my lash, okay. Just to warm it up just a little bit. And then I'll go with the sponge. I just think under the eyes, if you warm it up first with your finger, it looks so good. Right, I'm going with my sponge again. Just kind of cleaning up that eyeshadow too a little bit. Okay, let me put some stuff back on my tray over here. Alright, so the next step is going to be my liquid contour. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. It's just hiding from me. So when I do full glam, I definitely like to go in with cream products and powder products. I just find it lasts longer on my skin that way. So I'm going to do a little stripe right here under my cheekbone, my forehead, my jawline, and then down my neck, just so I know that my neck and my body are the same color. And then I'm just gonna take the other side of my sponge. I don't know why I keep putting this up so high, and just start blending this out. This blends really well, so. I use this at the Army Ball too, and it looks really nice. I'm just blending it backwards. If you want more of like a sharp line here when you're done, you can always take some concealer and just clean that up really quick. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going for like a contoured look just now. I'll go into with a contour with the powder products, but for now this is just to help warm up my skin a little bit and give me just a little bit of extra color before I go in with powders, because I do have my dry skin. I like to go in with liquids as well. Just makes my skin look healthier. I'm just gonna take whatever excess is on that and just kind of pat it around the rest of my face, because I feel like my face is pretty light compared to my rest of me. I'll warm it up too with bronzer, so this is just a first step. Alright, and I'm also going to go in with a liquid blush and highlight. These are also two of my favorites, my e.l.f. Blush and then my Makeup Revolution highlight. So I'm gonna do the blush first. I just kind of put the sponge right in there, tap a little bit off on my back of my hand, and then go right in on the apples of the cheek. And again, I'm just going to take the excess and kind of go over the rest of my face a little bit. And then same with the liquid highlight. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm just gonna take the tip of the sponge, tap it in there, and just hit those high points of my face. I do this face routine a lot too. You would have seen this in the Army Ball video as well. This is what I like to do when I'm going for like a full glam sort of look. I just think it stays better. It looks really nice. I always think my skin turns out really well when I do this kind of stuff. This kind of like liquid and powder sort of process just comes out better. I just think my skin looks really nice. So I'm gonna go back to where I kind of blend out my concealer and just blend all of that together really quick. Just go over it once. Is there something bad out there, Tahoe? No? All right. And then I'm going to set my face really quick. I'm just gonna use my Fit Me powder. I might use my Laura Mercier translucent powder on the actual wedding day, but this stuff's still really good, so I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out the day of, but this stuff's really good too, so it's not like you need the Laura Mercier powder. It's just like, it's nice too. And it's one of those cult favorites that like, you can tell why it's a cult favorite, but I don't know that you like need it in your life, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna kind of get that on my cheeks where I'm gonna put the bronzer and kind of leave everything else because, at least for today, depending on how hot and humid it's gonna be, I might set my whole face, but like I said, my skin's so dry right now, and I want it to look good for the rest of the day too. I don't wanna just look good, you know what I mean? Like for today at least. But yeah, on the day I'll probably set my whole face just cause it's Raleigh and it's gonna be hot, so. Just really simple, quick, set my face. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with my other powdered face products before I finish up the eyes. So I'm going to use my favorite, you guys should already know this CALI contour kit. I'm gonna go in with the actual contour shade first on this like angled contour brush. I love this thing. I'm just gonna chisel out the cheekbones just a little bit, nothing crazy. Really simple, just it gives a little extra shadow. You can kind of see it there. Nothing crazy, but just a little extra definition. And then on kind of a dome brush, I'm gonna take all three of the bronze shades, kind of just like get them all together and just warm up my face, just kind of not be too precise with it. Just really go in and warm everything up. And I like to include that contour shade when I do this because it just cools it down just slightly, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a contour effect too, but also just warms it up because you have the other shades in there too. I know my neck looks a lot darker than my face, but in person it looks pretty good actually. Let me turn up the lights a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. You can kind of tell it's not as far off in person as it is on camera. For some reason it looks really different on my monitor, so I don't know. Okay, and then for blush, I'm going to take a more glowy blush. I'm gonna take, I use this again for the Army Ball. This is the BECCA. It's one of their Shimmering Skin Perfector's Luminous blushes. This is the Camellia shade. I love this blush. It's so pretty for this kind of stuff because it just makes your cheeks look super pretty and glowy, which for me is exactly what I want. Especially at a wedding, you just want to be glowing. No matter if you're a guest or if you're the bride, that's like the goal. I think at least. All right, and then I'm gonna use one of my old favorites. I have not used this in forever. Last time I used it, it was broken. I fixed it since then. This is also a backup Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the shade Champagne Pop, which I just love this shade. So, and I'm gonna use kind of a more smaller brush. Oh man, this is so like, I'm just gonna kind of hit the high points of my face. And I like this one because it's nice and warm, so it kind of gives you that beautiful like sun-kissed glow. I like to match my highlight with my brow bone and inner corner highlight, so I'm gonna use Champagne Pop again. And I'm gonna kind of get that I'm gonna go under the brow bone right here. And then on my inner corner, I'm gonna kind of take that a little bit further in just to connect that whole look. All right, so that is the face done. It looks really nice, actually. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So now I'm gonna go back to finish up the eyes. So I'm gonna go under the eye first with this Dusty Rose shade, that first shade I kind of put in the crease. I'm gonna run that underneath the lash line really gently. I don't want it to be too dark under there. This might be actually the only shade I put under there, to be honest. I'll see how I feel after this shade. I'm just kind of connecting those outer corners too. And I think I'll put a little bit of the other shade I used too. I think I'm going to put a little bit of Rustic under my brow, but under there too as well. So I'm just gonna use a little bit smaller of a brush, a little more of a pencil brush, and just take that on like the outer half. Just kind of deepen up that outer half. Yeah, that looks better. I want the inner corner to still be nice and bright and open. Okay, and now because I'm going to attempt to do something I normally don't do, is put on false lashes, I am gonna put on a little bit of black liner. And I like gel liners. So this is the Revlon ColorStay liner. This one's new to me, but my other one was bad, so I decided to give this one a try. I'm sure it's good. So, oh, it's very soft. So what I like to do is I kind of just like to dip my brush right in there and then kind of wipe off the excess on the side of the container and just get it really nice and like thin. And then I just kind of get it right as close to the lash line as I can get. Just to deepen up that lash line and get it ready for the false lashes. This also makes your lashes just look thicker. It's giving it a good base. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. All right, so you can see the difference. It just kind of makes my lash line look a little bit fuller. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm not going for like a wing or anything either, just to deepen up this lash line. Oh, definitely got this side thicker. Oh, okay, I'll have to fix it, it's fine. Okay, this eye is definitely thicker than the other one, so I'm gonna go back and fix the other one really quick. Just match them up. I always have one eye that's better than the other, but that's all right. All right, that looks better. So that is the liner done. I'm just gonna wipe off my brush. This is one of my biggest things about gel liners is I always wipe off my brush after I'm done, or else it like gets all hard on your brush and you like ruin your brush. You can get it off, but it just takes a lot more effort, so just wipe it off between uses. All right, so I'm gonna put on some mascara next, just so the lashes kind of look the same. I don't wanna put mascara on these lashes yet because I do want to obviously wear them for the wedding, so I'm hoping I can reuse them. If not, I'll just go get a new pair, but yeah, I'm hoping I can reuse them. So I'm gonna do a little combo. I'm gonna use my Voluminous Carbon Black, and I'm also gonna put on some of the Lash Sensational on top of it. This is waterproof, so it should like lock it in. And I'm gonna put just the waterproof on the bottom. I'm gonna put Voluminous just on the top, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna layer the Voluminous and the Lash Sensational on the top and just put the Lash Sensational on the bottom. And now I'm gonna go on top with the Lash Sensational. I'm gonna do my bottom lashes with this as well. I'm gonna let that mascara dry a little bit before I put on my falsies. So I think I'm gonna do my lips next. So I'm gonna do a little combo that I actually did on my wedding as well. So I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Color, which I've talked about before. I don't think it's sold anymore, but any nude will do. I'm just gonna line my lips. And I'm gonna fill them in too, because this will help it last longer. Then I'm gonna go on top of it with one of these Too Faced melted lipsticks. This is in the color Chihuahua. This is one of my favorite colors. And I have like the old packaging still. And this is just a little dark, so what I like to do is I like to add my favorite NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Stockholm. I just like to add that a little bit right on top. Focus it towards the middle more. Just a little bit lighter. And then I kind of like to take my finger and just kind of tap over it. Wipe off any excess. And this is one of my favorite tricks. Oh no, I got a little bit outside lip line, hold on. And then, where's my sponge? I got a little bit on my like face more than I wanted, so I'm just gonna take my sponge, just kinda. All right, so now comes the tricky part. Hopefully I can do this all right. So these are the lashes I bought. They're EYLURE accents. I didn't get full lashes because I didn't think I would enjoy full lashes. So I'm going to attempt to pop these on, wish me luck, and I'll come back to show you the full look. All right, the lashes are on. They look okay. I think they'll look better on the day if I'm gonna feel this one a little bit, if I add some mascara to it. But I think it looks good. I love the eye look. I think it came out really nice. Skin looks great. I'm really excited to do this on the day of my friend's actual wedding. If you recreate this look, let me know. Tag me down below. Send me pictures on Instagram, whatever. I'll, you know, check them out. It'd be great. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to stick around to join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye.